You know, before I start this video, this seems like this is an epidemic in the black and Hispanic American neighborhood. What she's about to say. Let's get it.
Different kind of woman to have a baby with a man and keep the child from their father because you're mad at him or you don't like what he's not doing financially. You different in a bad way. The same man that you saw fit to lay down with and conceive that child, it was all good between the two of y'all when y'all was having sex. Then the child gets here and y'all fall out and things aren't going the way you thought they were going to go. You're not the happy family that you thought you were going to have some sex, had a baby, and he don't want you no more. So now you don't want him to be around the baby. It's gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching and absolutely ridiculous to make a child with someone and deny them the rights of seeing their child because of your attitude. Because you feel some type of way. Because you don't like what he said. You don't like who he's dating right now. You don't like the fact that he only gave you $100 last week and you wanted $150. You can't see the baby. You don't.
That part is true because I have a friend that went through that where he couldn't work anymore, so he had seizures. So he had to stop working and he had to get Social Security because he wanted to work but he couldn't work. So he got a check every month, and because the judge was a fair judge, the judge said, "This is what I want you to do. Because you have to live, I want you to give her only $100 a month." Don't you know she kept asking for $100 more, and if he didn't give her $200, she kept that child away from that man for 6 months before he gave her more. Let's continue.
Like the fact that he doesn't want to be with you, he'd rather be with somebody else. But most importantly, he don't want to be with you. But y'all have a baby together. That's not your husband. He ain't got to be with you. Meanwhile, the only one who's suffering is the child. The only one...
She hit the nail right in the coffin. The ones that suffer out of this whole thing is the kid.
The only one who loses in this situation is the child, because they don't understand why they can't see their dad, aside from the lies that you tell them or the stuff you fill their heads up with. You don't even give the child a chance to make their own decision of why their dad isn't around to talk to their dad, but their dad isn't around because you are bitter. It's ridiculous how a lot of women use their children as a ploy to try to manipulate and control a man. So what, y'all had sex, you had a baby, he doesn't want to be with you anymore. Okay, you weren't married. Didn't you have sex with your husband? It's not like you're going through a divorce and you gotta separate the kids and all that. Y'all wasn't married. You should have known that before you laid down. That's called risk. You take risks. You took a risk when you laid on your back, or however you laid down, or however you did it. You took a risk. You lost. You had a baby, but you won at the same time because you conceived. But it's not the child's fault that you and the father didn't work out. So neglecting and keeping the child away from their father because you and your feelings, that doesn't work for anybody. That don't even work for you. You had a baby, not a car. It's not something you gotta keep the oil change on. What you want them to do? What you want them to pay for every single thing for the child that happens, every single cut, scrape and bruise, every tennis shoe, every shirt, every pamper, you want the father to buy it, and if he doesn't buy it, he's not good enough? Is that what it is? It's funny to me because y'all be laying down having sex, he ain't even gotta feed you to get it. He ain't even gotta take, you know what, do too much. Some of y'all got pregnant just off of hello. And you know what I'm saying? You're mad because he don't want to take care of the kid. Hell, he don't take care of you. Stop keeping your children away from their fathers because of your own personal bitterness. It's not their fault that you're mad. It's not the father's fault. You're doing nothing but hurting the kid. They deserve to have their father in their life too. You mad? Go get a husband. Go get married. But that ain't your husband. That's your baby daddy. Let them be their child's father. Be encouraged. Good.
It ended right there, but she understood the assignment. She broke it down very clearly. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave that comment. This is Big Hawk. To the next one, I'm out.